So good evening. We are back again. We are going to talk about Manchester United, the Glazers, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and the fake Sheikh. Or is he? Is he actually fake or not? Has anybody actually seen this guy? I don't know. Maybe he's just an AI. Maybe that's what he is, just an AI. But we are going to go through with a fine tooth comb this whole Manchester United takeover saga, because this has been going on and on and on and on and on. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any closer to being resolved, which means Manchester United's transfer window could be a little bit up in the air. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I will have another video out later tonight, 9 p.m. UK times. Keep your eyes peeled for that as well. Also on the main channel, I will have 3 videos out on there today. Who knew? Man City suddenly want Declan Rice. Not like I didn't say this weeks and weeks ago. Cheers, guys. Anyway, let's talk about this Manchester United takeover. We have the mysterious Qatari figure, Sheikh Jassim, who's apparently offered 5.2 billion. The last and final offer. That is it. Take it or leave it. It's said that that bid is kind of appealing to Manchester United on a whole, but Sir Jim Ratcliffe apparently values the club higher. It doesn't actually say how much Jim Ratcliffe has bid, so I'm not quite sure how they know how much Sheikh Jassim's bid, because it doesn't tell me on any article I've found how much Sir Jim Ratcliffe has bid. Now, apparently, Jim Ratcliffe is a Manchester United fan. I want to ask you a question. Obviously, I'm Arsenal. If I had a season ticket for, say, Liverpool, would you consider me a Liverpool fan or an Arsenal fan? Because this guy's got a season ticket at Chelsea, but he's claiming he's a Man United fan. Not only that, his other team, Nice, are literally in the process of selling their best player to Liverpool. Not really looking like a Man United fan to me, I can't lie. And again, this whole takeover saga, for me, I just think this is a load of BS. I can't lie. I don't think they are going to sell the club. I don't think they want to sell the club. I don't think this is real. I just think that it would not surprise me one bit if the Glazers have paid Sir Jim Ratcliffe a couple of quid to say that he wants the club and blah, blah, blah. You know, get out there. Then the fake Sheikh that nobody's actually ever seen talking about wanting to buy Manchester United. All we see is a Twitter account. Is that even him? Do we know? Does anybody know? Does this guy actually exist? I'm not so sure. And listen, these people are very smart people, these Glazers. You don't become billionaires by not being smart with money or being smart in general. You can become a millionaire by being dense, yeah, or just getting them out online on OnlyFans. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of millionaires out there now that are thick as 2 short planks. But to become a billionaire, you have to have some sort of level of intelligence and know-how, and also good advisors around you as well. Because listen, when you get to that level of wealth, you're going to have a lot of leeches along the way. It's how you filter them leeches out to keep going to get to the ultimate destination. And these Glazers, as much as people say that Man United got no money, Man United's a skint, they've taken all the money out of Man United, etc., etc., etc. Whilst that's all cool, they have got a fuck ton of money. Let's just have that right. Ben Jacobs said that both Sheikh Jassim and Ineos want the deal done as soon as possible. That's all well and good saying that, mate. Yeah, but this has been going on for 3 months, 4 months. And they've been saying the same thing for 4 months. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Sheikh Jassim is basically pushing to get a billion, put in towards the infrastructure for investment for the training ground and stuff like that. Whereas Sir Jim Ratcliffe's bid is part ownership with the Glazers. And this is the funny thing about it. Imagine if Man United go from having solely the Glazers to then having the Glazers and Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And if anybody wants to big up Jim Ratcliffe and make out he's great, that's cool. I don't care. I ain't a Man United fan. I couldn't care less. My point is, all you got to do is go and have a look at the league table in France right now. Then go back to the year that he bought the club, Nice. They finished 3rd that season. Now look at them. They're sat in 9th or 10th. That tells you all you need to know about him. He's now selling all of the players that he's got coming through to Liverpool and places like that. Aaron Ramsey's apparently going to be leaving. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. Apparently, Sir Jim Ratcliffe's club valuation remains higher. That's great, but this is where people don't understand what that said. Was this the same guy, Ben Jacobs? The Glazers are only looking at one number, and that is the club's valuation. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's valuation remains higher. Okay, but is their bid higher? Valuation of a football club and bidding for a football club are two completely separate things. So whilst the valuation of the club may be higher, doesn't necessarily mean he's bid that high. Doesn't necessarily mean he's even put a bid in. Because let's be real, the guy ain't got the money. He's having to borrow the money to pay for the club, which is cool. I understand in the billionaire circles, you borrow, you speculate to accumulate and all of this crap. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but ain't this how Man United got in this mess? By the Glazers funding the club off of a bank loan that is then tied into the club. Yeah, and this is the thing. I see the reports yesterday that it's going to be a bank loan from Ineos. Yeah, but it's going to be in his own name. It's going to be financed to him. It's not going to be attached to the club. Where do you think all the money from the club's going to go then? What, you think he's just going to pay that every week himself or every month himself without taking it out of the profit of the football club? Yeah, like seriously, man. Anybody who thinks that this guy would be a good owner for Man United, it's kind of crazy. I can't lie. Anyway, we will see. We will see what happens. But the one thing that I do know is this is going to go on and on and on and on and on. Sheikh Jassim only wants 100%. He ain't interested in sharing it with anybody. And why would he want to share it? If this guy is real and he's not an AI, yeah, and he's not just a Twitter account, yeah, if this guy is actually a real, genuine sheikh with billions of pounds to spend, then why would he want to share it with anyone? Because he can buy the whole thing himself. Kind of makes no sense. Yeah, whereas Sir Jim Ratcliffe's offer is to share, which tells you all you need to know. The guy can't afford it. The guy cannot afford it. And all the Glazers care about is making the most amount of money out of Manchester United they can. So the most money on the table is surely the direction they're going to go down. Yeah, you'd think so anyway. Right? They've already stripped over £1 billion out of the football club. And they've already attached it with a load of debt, which is about £1 billion as well, isn't it? 700 million maybe. So there's a lot of ins and outs that we ain't privy to. There's probably a lot of meetings that have happened that nobody's privy to. Or this is just a load of complete tosh. And they've all hatched a plan for whatever reason to make it look like the Glazers are going to sell, which means that everyone will go out there and renew their season tickets. They'll go and buy all the new merch and all of this. Then all of a sudden, it's all falling through, lads. It's all fun. But don't worry, you've got your shirts now, haven't you? Yeah, these billionaires that run football clubs, they're very smart people. You've only got to look at Arsenal for that. Extremely smart. The PR around the football club. It's no coincidence that Arsenal and Manchester United have got the most amount of PR footballers around their football club. Marcus Rashford, Martin Odegaard, etc. Yeah, that do all the PR. Yeah, Marcus Rashford out there signing books the other day. Like, do me a favour, mate. You know, that guy's written more books than he's won trophies. Yeah, why don't you just stop playing football and be an author, mate? But again, I don't think they are going to sell. Or if I'm being truthful with you, I don't think they are selling. I don't think they want to sell. You know, I've seen, like, when I do the shows with Terry and that, like, said, yeah, but they're running out of money. They're not running out of money, though, are they? Because Man United is not running out of money. Man United is getting income every single day of the week. What Man United need to do is maybe lower their wage bill a little bit by getting rid of some of the dross that is on it, like Harry Maguire, who I'm going to talk about later on this evening on here. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And David De Gea, another one. Sancho, another one that's getting paid way, way too much money. Yeah, get rid of them, rip it up, start again. Whether that is with the Glazers or whether that is with new ownership remains to be seen. But for me, I don't think they're selling. I think this is all just a load of codswallop. I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think that this sheikh is real or is he a fake sheikh? I don't know. You tell me. Are you a Man United fan? Leave it in the comments section. Let me know your take. Do you think the Glazers will still be here come the start of the season? Because let's be real with this. It's all a little bit up in the air at the minute. You know, all these people waffling, all these journalists waffling. Yeah, all it is waffle, waffle, waffle. You know, they should all be sponsored by Captain Birdseye or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Waffle, waffle, waffle. Yeah, the fact and reality is Man United are about to enter into a transfer window that opens in 5 days, officially opens in 5 days, and they have no idea who the ownership is. So what player in their right mind is genuinely going to be thinking, first destination, yep, I'll go United. They don't know who the owner's going to be. They don't know who's going to be there. They don't know how the club's going to go in the next 3 to 5 years. If they've got the Glazers, then cool. Yeah, but they might sign there and then they might end up with Sir Jim Ratcliffe. They might end up with Sheikh Jassim. Nobody knows. And it's a massive issue for me, I think, because I think that there's going to be a lot of players that they would necessarily be able to sign that are going to be umming and ahhing. Not only that, they've got a lot of players that are on top dollar that, like I just said a minute ago, that are probably being told, you're leaving. And they're saying, I ain't going nowhere, mate. Yeah, and they can't be ripping up the contracts because they're 375 grand a week. That's a lot of dough. You know, they can't just rip them up and terminate them. So, yeah, man, if the players like Harry Maguire, who I'm going to talk about, are refusing to leave, then they've got a bit of a problem here. And then signing players, the manager's going to be sitting there thinking, well, hang on a minute, I want this player, but you can't get him. Now we're having this talk again. Then there's this talk. Then Sheikh Jassim's back in. How long does it take? Like, real talk. I know we're talking billions here, but how long does it actually take? How much do you want for the club? There's the money. They couldn't care less about what you're going to do with the club, what you're going to do afterwards. They just want the money, the most amount of profit. They bought the club for 700 million. They're about to sell it for 6 billion. Like, come on. How much more do they want? Which is why I think it's all a load of rubbish. But there we go. It is what it is. There's my thoughts. Leave yours down below. Smash the like button. Sub to the channel. Come back at 9 o'clock tonight, UK time. We'll be talking about Harry Maguire. And all check out the video. Latest video about Declan Rice is dropping as we speak. So, yeah, go and check that out on the main channel. Adios.